Mike Garland with Carlisle events at the 2022 Carlisle Truck Nationals presented by A&A Auto Stores, and I found Scott Danby. He's with IronLinx, and they're here on IG Road, roundabout space 108 through 111. First of all, Scott, thanks for being here at the show.
You bet.
So talk a little bit about IronLinx. Who are you? What are you?
So we're a trucking company with terminals here in Pennsylvania, Oxford and York, Pennsylvania. And we mostly haul dry vans, 53-foot dry vans, and we've got about 60 trucks on the road, and all company drivers that drive those trucks.
So at the show, we have not only our trucks on the show field, but we have a massive big rig component as part of the Big Rig Show and Shine. So what are we in here in this box truck that folks can find on IG Road?
So this safety truck has turned into a simulator vehicle for us. We did have a simulator built for our company, and we use that for new hires and for also ongoing training of our own drivers. And in addition to that, we do provide a rental service with this unit for other small and medium-sized trucking companies to use for their drivers to onboard and to also do periodic training and safety initiatives for their companies.
So the folks that are coming out to the Carlisle Truck Nationals, specifically the big rig side of things, there's going to be plenty of companies on site that are going to be recruiting, and they're looking for some logistical and warehouse type jobs, but they're also looking for drivers. So maybe you already have a CDL and you're looking to change jobs, you're in between jobs, or you want to get a CDL. Something like this can be helpful, correct?
Absolutely, yeah, especially for a new driver who might not know how to shift a manual transmission. The market has certainly gone towards automatics in the past few years, but there are still a lot of companies that are loaded up with 10 speeds, 13 speeds, 18 speeds. So you can learn how to shift properly with this simulator. In addition, drivers who might need work backing up, parking lot skills, docks, alleys, tight city streets, this is a great way to learn without the risk of damaging equipment or causing problems along the way. So absolutely, for new drivers, and then of course, folks who have been doing this for a long time are going to find ways of being challenged with things that you don't see every day, such as tire blowouts, such as pedestrians crossing right in front of you, brake checks, all types of things that might be less common, especially to an out evaluation ride. You can do evaluation type of work here on the simulator and see things you don't see every day.
Now our gates open at 7 a.m. each day, and as you're coming out to the show, people can actually get involved with this, right? How can they sign up?
Yes. So if you come out and see us here, you'll be able to sign up for a time. We give everybody about 15 to 20 minutes in the simulator. We figured we'd take everybody's name and their phone number, and then we can text you when we're ready, and then come on back and then get in the seat for your evaluation ride. We can do easy to challenging. It depends on the comfort level of that particular driver. So you tell us what you're comfortable with, and we'll give you the best show we can.
And this simulator will be air conditioned throughout the weekend, right?
It is air conditioned.
All right, so look, it's IG Row, spaces 108 through 111. You can stop by and see Scott and his team here. So this simulator here, I turn around, I see 3 massive flat screen TVs, I see a digital display. I mean, it looks like a big video game that I'd see at the local arcade, but this is far from a video game. Talk about this thing.
So this simulator was custom built by a company named Virage out of Canada. It is 3 screens powered by 5 very large graphics-enabled PCs. It has in front of it a completely moving simulator table, which has a real legacy truck seat, real truck steering wheel, parts, turn signals, headlights, brakes, clutch, gas pedal, transmission. Again, you can do manual or automatic. We just set it at the operator station, and then we choose the transmission. We can do vans, reefer trailers, flatbeds, dump trucks, and even down to a pickup truck-sized vehicle. So then right in front of you, you've got a multifunction display which has your complete dash. Right now the truck is set as a Freightliner, so your Freightliner controls and dash cluster is probably a familiar sight. And then over here on this multifunction display, you have a GPS, which is going to guide you through some of the scenarios. And then you've got your brake releases, your mirrors, trolley valve, transmission, and other required buttons and switches to get the job done.
A simulator like this, I'm sure you see a lot of novices or folks that want to get their CDLs to try it out. What kind of feedback do you get from experienced drivers that have been on the road for decades and think they've seen everything?
Even the folks who've done this for 35 plus years will get on this and they think they've seen everything. But after just 10, 15 minutes on this, we can usually show them something that's pretty interesting for their day, especially if they're not used to seeing city traffic. Maybe they're Midwestern drivers or whatnot. So we can show them cities, we can show them pedestrians walking out, all kinds of other things. At our company, we do our onboarding in this simulator which rather than just a 10-mile trip around town, which you might not have anything other than a couple left and a couple right-hand turns, with this unit we can show all types of hazardous driving. We can do snow, wind, driving rain, 40-mile-an-hour crosswinds, nighttime driving, daytime driving, railroad track crossings, all types of things that just might not be easy to replicate in a quick 10-mile ride.
All right, Scott, so I understand I get to try this thing out.
Let's do it.
All right, so I can see my display. I have this here, this in front of me. You said it is in automatic mode, so I'm gonna just put my foot on the brake.
Yep.
And I'm gonna release my parking brake.
And you're ready.
And my air trailer. And my trailer air brakes. Put it in drive. And I am ready to drive a tractor trailer. I'm supposed to proceed when ready. So I've taken my foot off the brake. I have zero experience in doing anything like this. I've driven a regular vehicle. And I'm moving. So I don't want to hit that guy.
Watch your left side.
And I'm gonna maybe potentially take him out on the drive-by. And I've probably already made contact with the back of the trailer. So we're gonna swing this wide now, head out towards the road. Get out wider, I'm told.
Oh, yeah.
Are those roads snowy?
Go over here. Go right left. Yes, those are snow-covered roads.
Good. I think I'm spinning my wheels already. Doing 15 miles per hour.
How are you feeling checking out the mirrors and stuff to your side?
It's interesting. I mean, not only because I've never driven a simulator like this before, but to have that type of view, and you can adjust the mirrors as you would in a vehicle. I've got oncoming traffic now, and I can see that car. I feel like I'm probably going too slow, but at the same time, coming up on a speed limit sign of 40 miles per hour. I know that the road is snowy, so it's adverse travel conditions. I want to make sure I can stop if I need to. And I can feel the motion in the seat below me. There's a real feel to driving the simulator. Scott, would you say that going 25 and a 45 when there's snow on the road is appropriate? Am I going too slow?
This is the art of driving a big truck, is knowing what you can do in conditions. So I would say right now you look like you're doing just fine. Just keep it in the right-hand lane as best you can. Even though it's snow covered, the simulator doesn't give you a whole lot of. Out here you're going to want to get over, but you're going to want to signal left. And then signal back to the right.
All right, good.
And then you got a good nod from the simulator for good space management. That's great.
All right, go me.
Yeah.
So I got a notification that said the dock was going to close in 23 minutes. So it is, I know it's not a video game, but in some ways it is, because this is your mission. You have a time to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, we're using an actual simulation here that's called a delivery to Lindale, which is a nearby city, and they give you about 30 minutes to do it. And one of the challenges as a driver, and any real driver knows this, but you're constantly under the watch of the clock, and you're trying to get places timely, and it's up to the driver to be able to balance safety versus deadlines. And this is a good exercise in making sure the driver realizes, hey, I'll do my best to get there as close to 6:30 as possible, but I'm dealing with snow-covered roads.
Looking at my GPS to the right, it looks like I may need to make a right turn soon and possibly get off a highway.
That is correct.
Next, on your right.
This is interesting, okay.
Don't forget to look left.
As far as coming to my left, is he going to be coming to my right? I've gone off the road a little bit there.
Yeah, missed your turn.
Oh no!
What?
I've gone the wrong direction.
Blacked out.
I failed.
Continue straight ahead.
How many lives you get in this game, but I just lost one. There's all kinds of stats and data up here, and one of them says 1 collision, and that's an elephant in the room right now. Disabled vehicle. All right, so there's a car. coming up on my left. Let him pass. So I'm going to stay here. Need a signal that I want to get over, but I'm running out of space. So I should have slowed down. Now I'll let him pass, and I'll come over.
And you got the emergency vehicle coming on your left-hand side. Just keep it working as best you can. Catch on that work.
There's construction happening in front of me, so I started to come over for that, but then there was another vehicle coming up quick behind me, so I had to slow down a little bit more. Apparently speeding in a construction zone, which is nobody's friend. So we've exited the highway, and it's a downhill slope.
On your left.
Coming to a stop sign here, and speed limit on my left. I can feel the truck sliding just a little bit here in the snow. There's a car on my right. There's even a built-in obstruction here, whether that's a shrub or a big rock or something of the sort. Hard to see there, but it looks like it's clear, so I'm going to go ahead and go. All right, now am I going to have to back into a dock when I get there?
You certainly could try if you'd like.
Well, we'll give it a go. If I don't get deleted from the simulator for speeding, which has happened 3 times at least. 4. This is so cool. There's a school bus that stopped in front of me, so I've also come to a stop.
I don't think you get extra points for a courteous wave.
I like it. That's the first time I've seen it.
It's respect. We're almost there. Cute little neighborhood. Going to the Dollar Plaza, I believe, up here.
Watch out for a hiding stop sign.
There he is, and there's a guy there. Okay, guy, are you going to go ahead? Now the guy's just going to stand there, so I'm going to stand there.
The trick there was the stop sign hiding behind the canopy.
Okay.
So a lot of folks sometimes run right across the intersection.
And easy to do, because if you didn't notice that there maybe was a left and a right stop sign or one across the intersection, I would have gone right through it if you didn't say something. And picked up another tally mark up here. All right.
So essentially you're going to end this simulation right in their truck parking lot.
Pull in the parking lot.
So you made it by...
Park at dock 2 and turn off the engine. All right. I'm in. Now, where's dock 2? Oh, right in the middle.
The other 2.
Right in the middle. There's no chance I'm going to do this successfully, but we're going to give it a go. I'm about to jackknife this, buddy. We're about to swear again, but I feel like I've just put myself in a different situation.
It's not easy.
No,
It's not easy.
and look, I'm gonna wave the white flag. I can successfully drive forward into dock 2, but I understand that's not how you unload. Okay, first time ever doing this. I clearly didn't stick the landing. Where's the? We'll just put it in park. Okay, we put the brakes on. I mean, there's my score. What's your? I failed clearly, but
I'd say you have promise.
all right. Well, I had a couple of simulated traffic violations, and I didn't signal twice. And Scott, thank you for this opportunity, man. This was really, really cool. Stop by and see IronLinx on IG Row throughout the weekend. They're going to be here. You have a website, I assume, somewhere, right?
We do. It's www.ironlinx, IronLinx transport.com.
And a phone number, or is the website the best way to go?
Phone number 2-610-765-4141.
All right, well, thank you, sir. And does this work?
It should.
Yeah! Woo! CarlisleEvents.com to get all the details of the Truck Nationals. We'll see you here at the show.